Let me go to a first time caller, TJ, out of Georgia. Georgia on my mind. Phyllis, TJ, welcome to the show. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. All right, so I am 22, and I forgave my parents like a little while ago, and that helped. Like a few things, I was just like nice to finally do. Essentially, I've been smoking pot for like all day, every day for like 6 years straight. And I do like I'd go to college, I have my job, I do it morning, afternoon, before everything, after everything. And every day, it's like my last, I've always like, this is it, this is it, this is it. And I don't enjoy it. The more I think about it, I don't know if I've ever actually enjoyed it. That's like the weird thing, even though I've done it thousands of times. And I think it was like 2 weeks ago, I was in just a bad mood and like depressed and all this stuff. And I like went out with my friends and just did a bunch of different drugs and stuff. And I had like a panic attack or something. This sounds super beta, but I just gotta be honest.
No, it's not beta. I understand it. Go ahead.
I just had like a panic. I've never had like a panic attack doing any of the hallucinogenics or any of that stuff, but I did, and they didn't even know. It wasn't like I was on the ground like crying or freaking out, but I was just sitting there just freaking out. And ever since that day, I don't know if it's like the devil telling me this or whatever, but ever since I did that, I have literally not been able to calm down. I haven't been able to eat. I haven't been able to sleep. I feel like I did brain damage or everything, and everyone around me, they're like, you're fine. But I don't know. It's just been hell. Like ever since I did that one night, about like a week and a half ago, I've been having a hard time remembering things. And I think a lot of it's just anxiety, but I just want to know what your thoughts are. Because
How
really
old
sucks.
are you?
22.
Did you say you have forgiven your parents?
Yes, sir.
You went to your mother?
Yes.
And what did you say to her?
I said, this was like about a couple months ago because I was listening to you, and I was mad at her about a few different things, and I just went up to her and I was like, hey, like, sorry for resenting you. It's wrong. And I have no anger towards her at all anymore. But I was like, hey, I totally forgive you. Like, there's no problem. And then she took it great. And then I went to my dad like a couple weeks later and was like, first we got into a fight. That was the weird thing. We got into like a big fight. And I don't know, he like went crazy. And then it just hit me then. I was like, oh, I need to go forgive him. And I did that. It went over really well. And he was like, God, like, this is all I've ever wanted to hear. So that went over good. And then just, like I felt okay after that. And I was just kept doing my thing, school and work and getting high just every second of my day. It feels like you keep saying, I'm going to stop, I'm going to stop, I'm going to stop. And then I had that episode and now it's like, it feels like permanent. Like, oh, I did like that one too many times and now I'm crazy.
Are you doing the silent prayer?
I've been trying it. I don't know if I'm doing it right.
What do you mean by that?
When I like sit there and like close my eyes and try to relax, I don't like see, when I like watch the movie, as you say, I don't like see anything.
Can you hold? Can you hold, TJ?
Yes.
Hold for me. Let me take a break, and then I'll come right back to you once I return.
Okay.
I want to go back to TJ, a first-time caller out of Georgia, on my mind. And TJ is having difficulty smoking pot. TJ.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for holding. Here's what I recommend you do. Oh, tell me about the silent prayer. When you do the silent prayer, what happens?
When I sit and like close my eyes and try to relax and watch the movie, as you say, I don't see anything. I don't have any. I can't really like watch my thoughts. It's almost like nothing really happens, and then as soon as I stop, it's just back to constant thoughts.
But that's what happens when you're watching those thoughts. You are now aware of the not you. You're not your thoughts. You're not your emotions. You're not your body. You're none of those things. And so when you sit to watch them, the light of truth is shining. The light is shining on the darkness, and the darkness hides from the light. So that's what you want, to be able to see them. But when they're not there, it's only because you're aware of them. And so when you are having a bunch of thoughts, because sometimes you're going to sit and you're just going to be overwhelmed with thoughts. Sit and watch that too, but don't call it you. Do nothing about it and don't call it you. And I promise you, eventually, all of those psychological and emotional thoughts will be gone. They will disappear. They'll be taken away from you. You want to sit and watch it, but they are telling you without you even realizing that, oh, it's not working. You have no thoughts. It's not that I thought I was supposed to have thought. When you hear those voices that sound like yours, those are voices are not you. Those are the thoughts, the voices of evil pretending to be you. So you're doing the silent prayer just fine.
So I am doing it right. Okay.
Yes, you're doing just fine. Have no expectation, but you sit and observe those thoughts. If there are no thoughts, it's working. If there are thoughts and you're aware of it, it's working. You're doing just fine.
Okay.
And
I don't know. I don't know why I've been feeling so. I mean, I guess I need to stop saying I and identifying with it. I just been feeling off, just super off the last week or so. Like I'm having a hard time remembering things. I don't know. I was like thinking about going to the doctor yesterday. I don't know what's going on.
You don't have a physical. Do you have a physical issue?
No, it's just mental.
Here's what I want you to do. You're doing just fine. All you're doing now is identifying with thoughts and feelings. You have gone back into thoughts. You've gone back into sleepiness. You've gone back to sleep. Just be aware of that and come back to present. That's all you need to do. The truth is still with you. The truth is still helping you. You just don't realize. So when you find yourself really smoking a lot of pot, try not to. Try to go without it. And if you feel like, and I really want to encourage you to do this, and it's going to work. You'll be fine if you do it. Try to go without it, and the thoughts are going to overwhelm you. Oh, you just had a problem with somebody. You need pot. You just this or that. Don't do it. And if you feel like you gotta have it, then do it being aware of rolling it up or however you smoke it. Be aware of lighting it up. Be aware of bringing it to your mouth to smoke it. But do not get angry about it. Don't judge it. Don't have any opinion about you or it at all. Just with awareness, do it. And I promise you, it'll be taken away from you.
Okay. Do you think that, like, because I don't think I've taken realistically more than, I've probably gone like maybe 48 hours in the last 6 years or 7 hours without it, maybe 48 hours. I'm not even sure. Do you think that, like, I've noticed that, especially recently, like when I do it, the voices get, or not like the voices, I'm not like a schizophrenic, like tripping, but like, you know, like the thoughts get like super, super loud. Like it almost becomes like way more loud. But then when I stop, I feel like it's still there. Like, I guess my question is, do you think that if I were to kind of like get it out of all these like different like stuff out of my system, the thoughts would become a little like less intense?
No, what's going to happen is, and you are hearing thoughts in your head, and the thoughts are sounding like you. They're using
my voice.
You're using your voice to pretend to be you. And the reason that they're really, really loud now is because you are working on yourself, and they don't want you to do that. They don't want you to be aware that they exist. They want you to think that is you. And the awareness of it that's bringing on the loudness of it is because the light of truth is shining on the darkness, and they will have to eventually leave your body and find some other body to make a home in because they live as human beings. They don't want to depart from you, so they're only louder because now you're aware of them, and they are having a hissy fit, and they're going to tell you all kind of crazy things because they don't want to depart from you. You got to get to a point where you live with it, don't call it you, sleep with it, don't call it you, go to work, do your school, but do nothing about what you're thinking or feeling. And I promise you, man, they will be destroyed. The darkness will be taken away from you. God is trying to take that away from you. That's what it means to die from the ego. He is trying to take those spirits away from your body and mind. And they're only
Yeah.
streaming because you're aware of them now. You're working on yourself. For other people, they are not even aware that those thoughts are talking to them or they're controlling them because they have become one with the thoughts. And they believe that they are their thoughts and emotions. So those thoughts have no problem with them. They are already controlling those people. But the ones that start to wake up, that's when the thoughts have a hissy fit because they don't want to leave you. They don't want you to see that it's not you.
Yeah. I just feel like the more I try to work on myself, the harder it gets in a weird way.
And
Like,
that's how it is when you first start out. It's difficult when you first start out because you're starting to wake up and see, and the darkness does not want you to see by the light that it's darkness and not you. Absolutely. But if you stay with it, it's going to get lighter and lighter and easier because the more you see, the more you're going to want to see. The freer you become, the more you're going to want to be free. And you're going to love dealing with darkness with the light. You're going to love the freedom that will come for you, the clear mind.
oh, that sounds amazing. I need that soon. I'm tired of living like this.
Beautiful. And that's why it's going to work for you because you recognize I'm tired of living this way. There has to be something better. This ain't it. You're on your way, man. You got to be fine, but you got to live with it and not call it you. And don't let them tell you you're losing your mind, something is wrong. It's all lies. It's not true.
Okay, that helps because I've been getting those thoughts like crazy. Like, you messed up, you did it permanent, like all types of, you did this, you did that.
They're
And it's my
lying to
voice.
you. They're literally, the spirits that you're now becoming aware of, they've been driving you ever since you were a kid when you first started to resent your mother and turned away from your father. You went into the darkness of your imagination. And the imagination, the Bible talking about the wilderness, right? The son left home, he went out into the wilderness, now he lost. It's talking about your thoughts, your imagination. Your thoughts are the wilderness, and you're lost into the thoughts. But now that you realize you're lost and you had it made at home, you're now working on yourself. You're on your way back home to the Father. That's all that's happening.
Good. I just keep going, I guess. Hopefully,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do not give up. It want you to stop. It want you to go back into darkness so that it could continue to live in you and drive you and make you think and feel and do things that you'll regret later.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, I appreciate you taking my call and giving me your thoughts on, or not thoughts, but your insight on this.
Yeah. But you're on your way, man. And all those thoughts and emotions, because you can't have the emotion unless you have thoughts. It's impossible to have emotions and not have thoughts first. And the emotions are confirming the thoughts, and they make you think that it's real because you feel it in your body, but you're not your body. And they're not in you. They're in the body, but they're not in you. You're doing fine, man. You're coming out of the sleep that you've been living in all your life.
Gotcha. No, I'll let you get to other callers. I don't want to hold you up real quick. I just want to ask one last quick thing.
Okay.
Have you heard of, I don't know, either yourself or like people you've worked with, complete, I haven't been able to eat the last few days, sleep. Is that, like, you've heard of people with that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. But don't when you can't sleep, unless you have a physical problem. Now, if it's a physical problem, go to the doctor. But don't let sleep be so important.
Okay.
Don't let the devil tell you, oh, you got to get your rest. You won't be able to go to work tomorrow. You can just, don't let sleep be that important, and then you'll be able to sleep.
Okay. Same thing with eating, I guess.
Same thing with eating. And don't let anything or anyone in any form or fashion be that important to you. You only want the truth first, along with nothing else or no one else. Love the truth first, and the truth will work for you 24 hours a day. It will never let you down.
Okay. Thank you.
But listen, so in closing, you're on your way. You're doing fine. You're waking up, and the darkness in you that you've been one with does not like that. It does not. Those spirits, when you feel anxiety, that's a spirit, dark spirit. When you feel worry, a dark spirit. When you feel lonely, a dark spirit. When you feel fear, a dark spirit. When you feel depressed, suicidal thoughts, dark spirits. When you feel whatever you feel, it's not you. Those are spirits that's been limiting you. And the world gave them beautiful names. They stopped calling those thoughts evil. They call them suicidal thoughts. They call them depression. They call them anxiety. And then they give you pills for spiritual issues. And now you're worse off before you took the pill, because now you're living in like a zombie.
Yeah, I don't want to get on any pills or anything.
So you're on your way, man. Just stay with the silent prayer. Do it. Have no opinion about it, because it's going to make you think, try to make you think it's not working. It is working. That's why I try to convince you that it's not working.
Right. Morning and night.
Absolutely.
Morning and night.
And then during the day, when you're caught up in your head thinking about the past or the future, just realize you're in your head. You want to be present where life is. Everything is always right here, right now. So, but those thoughts which are evil, which is of the evil spirit, they want to try to make you think about the past or the future, what has happened or what's gonna happen, and blah blah blah. Just know you're in a thought, and just be aware of your body. Your body is always present, and just relax. You'll be fine. You're gonna be fine if you stay with this.
Okay, I'll stick with it.
But it will try to talk you out of it.
Yeah, it does. All day, every day.
And it does that to everyone who truly want to wake up. And some people start working on it, and they'll get all that going on, they'll fall away from it. Or somebody else will tell, oh, you don't need to be doing that. That doesn't work. You need to read the Bible or something, right? And they'll fall away from it. But it's only that man or woman who's sick and tired of living in their hell. They see this all the way through, even if their family turned against them, their children, their wife, their husband, their so-called friends, or whatever. It won't even matter, because you're overcoming the world and you love the truth more than anybody or anything.
Okay. Gotcha. I appreciate it.
Any part of that that's not clear to you or you doubt?
It sounds like, I usually don't hear that. Usually it's just people like, come on, man, like, what's wrong with you? Like, just keep coming out and doing this, what I've always been doing. Just keep coming out. Like, what's wrong with you? It's usually not,
And that's what the devil tell you inside of other people. You got to realize most people, 99% of people love their thrills, whether so-called good thrills or bad thrills, good thrills or bad thrills. Good thrills or bad thrills. They love them. And by you working on yourself, the spirit of evil inside of them are going to use them to try to pull you back into hell. Don't fall for it.
Dang, that's deep. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, that's what's happening. Because you got to realize the devil is serious. Evil spirits are serious about taking every soul that it can possibly take. And so they're not just going to roll over and say, oh, okay, I'm done, bye. You need the spirit of the light, and you have that to destroy that. So when those friends and others tell you, oh, come on out and party, come on out and hit this joint, don't do it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
don't
that because as soon as I've like even the last couple of days been like, I'm not feeling it, they're like, oh, what? Like, what's wrong with you? It's just pot. Like, it's just
yeah,
pretty, it's just like blah blah blah. Like,
yeah.
and usually I would agree. I would be like, yeah, I'm just being a beta. Like, I need to just keep doing it. But I mean, I haven't been getting any peace or joy from that, and I've been doing it feels like forever, even though I'm only 22. But
Yeah,
I'm looking for something different. I can't keep
right on.
feeling all this.
Well,
Yeah.
don't let those people pull you back in because they will. They'll try hard because
Yeah, they do.
when you're around them and you're not smoking pot and they so accustomed to you smoking pot, and that way they don't have to feel wrong about smoking pot. But if you're around them and you used to smoke with them and now you don't smoke with them, they're gonna feel guilty. They're gonna feel bad, and they're gonna try to pull you in to smoke the pot so they can feel better about smoking.
Right.
And
And did you say? I think I saw like a clip. Did you say that when, like, I guess I might be getting this a little bit wrong, but essentially you were like smoking pot's like not the problem, or it's you don't get the insight from God when you're under the influence or something. Like
no,
that's the problem.
you get an insight from the devil when you're high, but the devil tell you it's from God, and you think that you listen to God, and you're not.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. That's what it seems like. It really does.
No, you're not. You're just high. You're not listening to God.
Right.
But be aware of your surroundings, your friends and others. They will try to pull you in, and then if you don't smoke, they're gonna say, "Oh, you trying to be a Christian. You think you're better than we are. I remember when you did this and you did that." And
That's already started happening.
yeah,
Jeez. Yeah.
I remember when you were a slut maker. Now you trying to talk about don't have sex. They go all
Is
in.
that is sorry to cut you off. Is that like a problem too? Like, because I mean I've been doing that a lot as well over the last few years. Should I probably try to stop doing that as well?
Absolutely, because that's just like drugs. It give you a false sense of good feeling. It give you a false sense of love. It's no different than smoking pot.
Yeah.
It's the same thrill. And then you can't get enough of it because just like with the pot, once you get the thrill from the sex, you want more sex. And then you
Yeah.
say you can't stop thinking about sex, just like you can't stop thinking about the pot. It's all for the thrill because you're not you don't have perfect peace, and you're looking for something on the outside to give you perfect peace. And the pot and all those things feel like perfect peace, but it's not. That's why you have to have more and more and more to try to get that feeling back of peace, and it's not.
Yeah. Yeah. So you advocate for like waiting till marriage, essentially.
No, I'm telling you, put first what's right, the kingdom
Okay.
of God, because if you put sex first or anybody first, that becomes your God. And
Wow.
you only want God to be your God. And don't worry about marriage. Don't worry about dating. None of that. You want to put that first. And don't try to get right because you want to have a woman and all that mess. You want to be right because you're sick of your hell.
I feel like I've been in hell, man. Really, I don't see how it could get any worse.
Right. Especially now that it could get worse if you were not working on yourself. People get worse with hell. They don't get better. And
Right.
so, but now that you're aware of this and you're working on you, it's not going to get worse. Now, the devil and those demons going to scream at you because they don't want to leave you, but you're going to get better. You'll be fine.
Well, thank you. Thanks for the encouragement. I'm gonna keep doing the silent prayer and just put God first for real this time.
Yeah, go
Not
all the
always
way
that.
with it. And one last thing, your family member is going to turn against you too.
Really.
Yeah. And, and
I hope not.
the darkness in them going to hate the light in you. And you won't mind that they're turning against you because they were never a real family member anyway. Just because they're blood family doesn't mean they're your true family. So you won't mind. Don't worry about that for now, though. You won't mind. You will understand.
Okay. Sounds good.
Let me know how it goes, but go back to the prayer. Stop calling the thoughts and feeling you so you can stop the emotions. Don't call them you so you can stop identifying with them. Just quietly say to yourself, I see it, meaning those thoughts. I feel it in my body. It's not me. So you can stop identifying with them.
Okay. I will start doing that.
And if you happen to smoke pot again, do not.
I really don't want to.
Do not. Hey, don't want to or not want to. Stop doing that because you're making a judgment.
Dang.
Don't because if you're like I don't want to, then it's gonna happen because now you're gonna want to because you're gonna try so hard not to do it. You're gonna end up doing it. And
Should
then
I just throw it away? I have like an ounce like right in front of me right now. Should I just throw it all away?
No, not now. Because you want to overcome it. Because you'll throw it away and then you go down to Mexico about another ton of it.
I've gone back into my trash and taken it up before.
I know. Because you lie to yourself and you're like, oh my God, I'm not going to do this anymore. And then you go back and dig it up or you go buy more. So it's like you're lying to yourself. But if you didn't think about, I don't want to, you would never think about, I'm doing it again. If you don't need either one of those.
Right. Yeah. It also just costs me so much of my money. I just throw
of course.
50, 60, 70 bucks away. Just
all for the thrill of it. But it's going to all change if you stay with this. Stop fighting with it and let the spirit of truth fight on your behalf. Don't call it right or wrong. Don't call it good or evil. Don't call it beta or alpha. Stop with the title things.
Okay.
You want to live a life of no titles.
Just go with it.
You just want to be. Yes.
Okay. I will do that.
You live with your parents?
Yeah, if only for a little bit longer, and then I'm out of here.
Oh, okay. And don't regret that either. Don't call that beta. You know now you're on your way out. Be grateful you have a place to stay for now, and then continue to work, and eventually.
You cut out?
No, eventually you'll be free. You really will. So drop all titles, drop all judgment. Just simply live your life. Don't try to be like anyone. Don't compare yourself to anyone. And I promise you, man, you're going to come out of your prison of your imagination and emotions.
That sounds amazing. I'm trying to get there. That's what I'm going to do.
Let me know how it goes.
Yes, sir. I'll call back in
like
a month or so.
Right on.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Amazing.